everybody, and welcome to Lubbock ISD High School basketball. Tonight from Westerner Arena, the Lady Westerners and the Westerners get set to host the Abilene Eagles in a big District 4-5A game. They're all big when you get to this time of the year. I'm David Thetford. Joining me for the broadcast is Coach Randy Dean. Well, Coach, Lubbock Lady Westerners having a great year. And they've had some things happen lately. McKaylin Marshall will not be playing tonight. I don't know the exact reason why. Faith Ford went down last game, broke a tooth out. They put it back in. She's going to play tonight. But they're down to 8 players on the roster that are available tonight in a big game for Lubbock High. They need to keep winning.
They really do. I mean, they've been kind of stuck on 19 wins for a while now, trying to get that elusive 20th win, and also they got to keep piling up a couple of more district wins to be that playoff team that they've hoped to be. This time of year, injuries can be such a huge part of it, players missing for whatever reason, and it's unfortunate for Lubbock High, but they got to have some other ones that step up and play tonight.
They will have to do that. You mentioned those 19 wins. That is the most in program history here at Lubbock High for the Lady Westerners in basketball. They've never won 20. And Coach Palmer is wanting to get that done tonight. Let's take a look at a couple of matchups. First off, for the Abilene Eagles is Kaylee Washington, coach, and she's really an outstanding player and a go-to player, a senior on this team. And for Lubbock High, it's Faith Ford. That's the one that lost her tooth. But she leads the team. She's up at the top in scoring and leads the team in rebounding. She's really a great player.
She really is. Has a lot of potential, kind of an inside-out type of player. Does a great job for the Lady Westerners, and they're going to need to lean on her tonight. She's going to need to have a big game in all aspects.
And then the boys' game will follow this one at about 7:30, so you'll want to stay tuned for that one as well. Lubbock High Lady Westerners getting set to play host to the Abilene Eagles District 4-5A game. And Lubbock High going for one of those playoff spots. So stay tuned. We'll have the starting lineups, the opening tip, coming up next right here on Fox 34 News Now. Welcome back to Westerner Arena. David Thetford, Randy Dean. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for the two teams here tonight. First off with the visiting Abilene Eagles. They'll start number 1, Kaylee Washington, 5'3" senior. 5'4" senior. Number 2, Zykeria Shaw. Number 3 is Samaya Cooper. She's a 5'4" sophomore. Number 22 is Taryn Moore, 6' sophomore. Number 24 is Samara Paget, a 5'11" junior. The head coach, Brenda Andrus, assisted by Shelby Palmer, Diana Olson, and Isaac Wright. They are 13 and 17 overall, 1-8 in District 4-5A play. For Lubbock High, Izzy Palmer, number 1, 5'6" sophomore. Number 2 is Camille Reynolds, a 5'8" sophomore. Number 5 is Sierra Hernandez, a 5'4" senior. She's got the ball right there. Over to Kanono, number 15, for a 3 and no good. Rihanna Kanono, a 5'4" sophomore. Number 12 is Faith Ford. She is a 6' sophomore. The head coach, Brent Palmer, in his 7th year. Shauna Monreal is an assistant, along with Savannah Stockton and Krista Ford, and that's it. Lubbock High, there's the 3 from the outside, up and no good by Shaw, and it's going to be out of bounds back to Abilene. 19 and 12 on the year for the Lady Westerners, 3 and 5 in District 4-5A play. Zone defense, Coach Dean. There's a block. I know a travel first going to be called on number 30. Did Grace Jordan start?
She did. No subs have come in. That was good help defense. Izzy Palmer coming down from the guard spot in that zone defense and harassing low post player, and couldn't get around Faith Ford, forcing that traveling call.
Izzy Palmer may take more of a scoring load tonight without McKaylin Marshall in the lineup. She'll pass it across. She likes to pass. This one not a good one. It goes out of bounds.
Lubbock High also having to go against the zone defense. A little more trap look out of Abilene High's zone that time, but Izzy was able to get down the baseline, but the drop help took away the corner pass, made her try to throw it to the backside wing.
Full court press, and Kanono is going to come up with the steal for Lubbock High. Up the floor, gets it to Reynolds. Good move to the basket, puts it up and in. Camille Reynolds for the first 2 of the ball game.
A great move right there by Reynolds to sidestep the defender and get to the basket.
Now what do we got here?
Going to be a backcourt violation, and it absolutely was. Number 30, Grace Jordan, had established herself all 3 points in the front court and then stepped back with her pivot foot back into the backcourt.
There's Reynolds. She'll drive baseline, throws it across, going to be knocked down and stolen. Good defense right there by the Eagles. Coming up with the steal was Samaya Cooper. Now they almost throw it away. Shaw down to the baseline. Lubbock's pretty active in there, so they got Izzy Palmer down in the middle, down low. There's a shot up, no good, but a foul will be called on the Lady Westerners. It's going to be on Rihanna Kanono.
Aggressive defense had Abilene High really playing on the edge of disaster that whole possession, and I think they have to come out of there and feel pretty fortunate that they're going to get the opportunity with Shaw shooting free throws.
Misses the first. Shaw, a 5'4" senior. We had the Eagles earlier in the year against the Coronado Lady Mustangs. Missed them both. Rebound Reynolds. You know, Reynolds has been a player coach that's really impressed me. Great pass down to Faith Ford. She's going to put it up in the end. And there was Reynolds contributing again. She
got that rebound, missed free throw rebound, and she's coming up the floor. Good job having her head up, seeing Faith Ford get out ahead of everyone through a perfect pass.
Oh, almost got a steal. Do get a steal. Izzy Palmer comes up with it. She'll pop from 15 and put it in. Izzy Palmer for her first 2 in the ball game. 6-0. Almost stolen again. They're going to call Palmer over the back. And she did.
That's a good start here for the Lady Westerners. Out 6-0 earlier in the first quarter, and I think just seeing shots go down right here with one of your top players, Marshall, not playing tonight. Important to see those shots go down early and just kind of get a sigh of relief and a little more confidence.
Washington, she's a good player. She shoots it up. Going to be called for traveling. She did slide into that shot. I noticed her fingers were taped at the Coronado game, and that was about 3 or 4 weeks ago. And she really favored that hand. It's hard to get your fingers well during basketball season. Down to Ford, she'll take it in, put it up, no good, but she's fouled going up. She'll have a couple of shots coming. Foul's going to be on, I called it on 24, Paget.
Good job attacking the press by the Lady Westerners. That time got a ball reversal and then threw over the top of it to Faith Ford. And, she attacked the basket aggressively right there to get that foul. Goes free throw line and cashes in the first one.
Faith Ford averaging 10.3 points a ball game. Short on the second one. She leads the team in rebounding at 8.3. There's a steal on a bad pass up the floor. Across to Reynolds. She'll lay it up with the left hand and in. 9-0. Going to be a timeout on the floor. We're going to take it too. 9-0. Lady Westerners on top of the Abilene Eagles here on Fox 34 and News Now. Up on Abilene, and Abilene really, coach, has not had many opportunities to even get a score.
The press has really sped them up, and even when they've gotten the ball across half court against the press, everything's been just real disjointed, and like the ball's going everywhere, and they're just having a hard time having anything smooth come their way.
They get it ahead to Washington. She'll pass it back up top over to Shaw. Now, Samaya Cooper tries to throw it back to Shaw and throws it over her head into Coach Palmer's hands.
A real good job there by the top 2 players for Lubbock High up there on the top of that zone. I believe it's Hernandez on one side, Izzy Palmer on the other, not really going and squaring up on the ball, but instead staying on in the passing lanes, taking away that pass from point to wing.
Now a little press up the floor by Abilene. Reynolds going to scoop it all the way across, down to the baseline. Shots up, no good. Inside on the rebound is Reynolds. She'll go back up and is fouled. I'm telling you, Coach, you know, I watched her that night against Monterey, and she drew the tough, against Coronado. She drew the tough assignment defensively.
Well, didn't she get it against Chavez against Monterey
she did
as well?
Yeah, she did against Chavez too. They call that foul on Myra Thomas, who's in the ballgame now, 5'5", sophomore, number 15. Before the shot. Ooh, almost stolen by Washington.
Let's go back there to Reynolds, and she looks like one of those athletes that when she goes out on the track could be real good. I don't know if she runs track or not, but she has that look about her.
There's Palmer for three, and she nails it from the right-hand side. Coach, she's a really good shooter. I was talking to Coach Palmer before the game. I said, Izzy needs to score more. He goes, you ain't telling me nothing. I've been telling her. She just wants to pass. There we go, Coach, you're open. Nope. Oh, it was saved. Good save, good hustle, but Lubbock comes up with it. Shaw with the hustle, bounce pass underneath, forward, spinning around, blocked. She gets it back, puts it up, foul this time by Samara Paget. That's two now on Paget. And back to the line goes Faith Ford. 8 players available tonight for Lubbock High. Missed the first. Grace Jordan coming back in, number 30 for Abilene, and in for the first time, Evelyn Rodriguez, a 5'4", sophomore for Lubbock High. Number 10. You can just say sophomore for almost everybody's a sophomore. Made the second. She's 2 of 4 from the line, has 4 points. Almost stolen by Kanono. It is going to be stolen. Reynolds got a hand on it. There's Palmer inside. She'll put it up. Too strong. Rebound. Ford. Back out to Kanono, and Lubbock High will reset. Inside, knocked away. Good defense inside that time by Grace Jordan, number 30. Up the floor, and a foul is going to be called. Washington on the dribble, and Camille Reynolds going to be called for the personal foul.
Back down on that other end, the entry pass for Lubbock High coming just a little too far away. You need to get up a little closer to the three-point line, and that entry pass would have gotten to Faith Ford.
I don't know how many shots. There's Kanono with the steal. She steps in front. She'll push it against Washington, take it in, can't get it. Rebound, and a foul is going to be called on the rebound. That foul is going to be on Evelyn Rodriguez.
Excellent steal by Kanono, but you also have to give credit to Kaylee Washington for really chasing her down, not giving up that uncontested layup, and it ends up being a foul on Rodriguez. Abilene High going the other way.
Shaw dribbling, gives it to Washington. She'll put up the shot and hit it. 3-point basket for Kaylee Washington. First points of the game for Abilene. I don't know how many shots they've had. Foul's going to be on Kaylee Washington. Hand check. But can you think of how many shots that?
I'm going to go conservative and say 3.
There's Reynolds. She'll shoot it up high. No good. Ball picked up on the floor. Back the other way. Pushing it, Myra Thomas. And they throw it away. Shaw couldn't handle the pass to the outside. .240 to go in the first quarter, 13-3, Lubbock High. Pass to the baseline. There's Faith Ford, ripped it from the about 15 feet out on the left baseline.
Another good decision right there by Reynolds, finding Ford over there in the corner.
Gonna have trouble getting it across now. 10 seconds.
We don't know how many shots they've had, but there's one thing that we can definitely say: there's been more turnovers than shot attempts.
That's for sure. Ford's going out. Ciara Hernandez back in the ball game, number 5, and also in for the first time, number 22, Pierce Shepler, 6'2", sophomore. Good drive inside. Rodriguez puts it up, no good. Shepler kept it alive, and back out to Reynolds. She's going to shoot it from outside. No good. Another rebound for Lubbock High. Reset to Hernandez. Izzy Palmer has it taken away. Coming through with Shaw to strip it away from her. She'll dribble all the way in, shoot it up, no good. Rebound Shepler, now tied up by Shaw. It'll stay with Abilene. In for the first time is Selah Harris, the 5'7" sophomore. She's number 21 for Lubbock High. Two-three zone. Lubbock High's really made it work in this game. Catch and shot, no good. Rebound and another shot. There's the ball inside, blocked by Shepler partially. Now foul's going to be called. Going to be called on Evelyn Rodriguez of Lubbock High, her second.
Faith Ford being out of the game for Lubbock High. You see a difference in the rebounding immediately. It's a little bit smaller team for the Lady Westerners, and certainly lose out a little bit of that strength that Faith Ford provides on the inside. Shepler's got good height, but I don't think quite as strong as Faith Ford, so you see a drop off in the rebounding.
Well, Abilene just took out Grace Jordan, which should help that for Lubbock High. She's one of their best rebounders. There's the ball in the corner, in trouble. Getting out of there with it, Shaw. Shot from up top, no good. Rebound, Palmer. Good block out by Shepler. Palmer will push it all the way down, put it up, no good, but foul going in. She'll have a couple of shots coming. You know, really, Izzy Palmer, coach, is very good with the basketball. She pushes it, she can handle the ball.
Yes, she is, and I think that's part of, you know, you're talking about her need to score more. Well, one of the things is a lot of times a player with mentality, point guard type mentality, they really take on that role of setting up teammates, and she has some good ones to give the ball to, so she doesn't look to score, even though she is very capable.
Made one or two free throws. She has 6 points in the game. Up to the high post they go. Taryn Moore, kick over to Shaw. She'll shoot it up from outside, no good. Rebound, Shepler with a good contest, and now the rebound underneath taken away by Lubbock High. Selah Harris comes up with it. Long pass to Reynolds. Somehow it got there, and Reynolds converts it. That was Palmer to Reynolds.
What a catch, and that all started Shepler back on the defensive end, staying straight up and down, blocking the shot, and that led to the fast break.
And now Abilene throws it away. 23 seconds to go in this first quarter. Reynolds, good look underneath, just missed the pass. Hernandez could not reach it. Washington will come back in for Abilene, replacing Mackenzie Reyna. 3 seconds. Don't foul now. They will not. Won't get a shot away. End of one, 18-3. Lubbock High Lady Westerners on top of the Abilene Eagles here on Fox 34 News Now. 18-3. If you're Coach Palmer, you got to be feeling pretty good, Coach, right now about the way your team come out. If you're Coach Andrus from Abilene, you're trying to figure out some way to take care of the basketball.
I think one side's very happy. The team came out aggressive, and then also putting 18 points up. The other side is frustrated. You can just kind of see it. Very frustrated about how they're handling the press, and the score tells you which side is which.
Palmer with the basketball to start here in this quarter. She'll flip it down on the baseline, and then a reach-in foul. Going to be called immediately on Taryn Moore, her first. That is 16 fouls, so Lubbock High will be shooting on the next one. Palmer. That's Ford. Good move, good spin around move. I think they're going to say she walked, but I liked it.
I would like to see it again. I think that was an awful nice little spin move down in the low post. I like the move.
Stolen away, knocked away by Hernandez. Now she double dribbles.
Just couldn't get control of it. Went to try to gain control off of the dribble instead of picking it up with two hands, and just got an extra touch on it right there for a turnover. Good anticipation to come up with a steal to begin with.
And this zone press has really worked out for Lubbock High. Almost stolen again. There's a drive inside, back out to Shaw. She'll step through, but she traveled.
I think that was Konono that just kind of showed across her face right there. She thought she had a pass into the lane, and Konono, I think that's who it was, cut across her face and caused her to change directions and came out of there with that traveling call.
High post they go. Looks at the man-to-man defense now for Abilene, coach. There's a drive by Reynolds. She'll kick it out to Palmer. Open for three. Air ball a little long. Save back in bounds. Good hustle by Abilene right there. Saving it was Samaya Cooper. Oh, almost stolen by Hernandez. Inside they go. Kick back out. Shots up. Short. Rebound underneath. Right to Grace Jordan, and she'll turn around and put it up and in.
Well, Grace Jordan, the other night we had them against Coronado. I thought she did a lot of good things. Right there comes up with the second basket for the Abilene High Eagles.
Now Ford steps on the baseline as she's driving underneath. 2-2-1, zone press. Tied up, taken away. It's gonna stay. No, it's gonna go. Where's it going? Going to Abilene.
Should be Abilene. I think
Lubbock High got it.
Got it at the quarter. You know, the other thing I like about what Coach Palmer did in the first quarter, you talked about him only having 8 players. He got all 8 of them in the first quarter. And some of these girls, you know, hadn't got a ton of playing time lately in the district and everything. And to get their feet wet in that first quarter when things were going well, I think that was a great coaching move by Coach Palmer.
I agree with you. Outside to Washington, she walked. When she does that little stutter step, coach, she drags her pivot foot.
Both of them moved at the same time, sure did.
Hernandez, she'll dribble in, pull up, shoot it up, no good. Rebound loose. Controlled by Abilene. Good hustle right there by Taryn Moore for the Eagles. There's a ball across, stolen away. Faith Ford came up with it. Lubbock High had yet to score in this quarter. Now, Abilene played zone in the first quarter. They've gone man now. It's been more effective. There's Izzy Palmer into the lane, puts it off the glass and in, right in front of the free throw line.
Lubbock setting a lot of ball screens against the man-to-man defense, and both trips that they've gone against, they've got good looks. That time, Izzy Palmer's able to cash it in.
Great pass inside. They cannot convert, though. And they'll end up getting a foul after they got the next rebound back. Going to be on Faith Ford, her first. Lubbock High really needs to have Ford available the whole game. She does not need to get in foul trouble. Inside, another foul is going to be called. It's going to be on Konono, her second. Three minutes into this quarter, it's 2-2. And at the line is Taryn Moore. Puts it up and in. Where's everybody going? I think that was a 1-and-1, wasn't it?
It was front end of a bonus, yep.
Karen Moore makes them both. Pierce Shepler back in the ball game for Lubbock High, number 22. Hernandez with it in the backcourt. She'll push it up. Now she travels. That's been the most popular call tonight by far. And we've had a lot of fouls, but that one's even more popular than fouls. Knocked away, stolen away Reynolds. She's ahead of the pack. Almost has it knocked away from behind. Now loose on the floor. Reynolds thought she had it, but really good hustle from Samaya Cooper to just tip it away.
Yeah, gotta give credit to Cooper right there. It should have been a breakaway, lay-in, left-handed layup. Cooper chased it down, got a tip from behind, and scrambled down on the floor. Ends up giving possession back to Lubbock High down here on the baseline. But, you know, Abilene High's threatening to kind of crawl back into this game.
5-second count on Lubbock High. 20-7. Pass ahead to Shaw. She'll drive it by on the baseline, put it up, no good. Charge. Izzy Palmer got there and took the charge.
Great job right there by Palmer, getting back there and establishing position. And I think it was a great call right there as Shaw was trying to attack the basket after breaking the press.
That's Shaw's first foul. There's Palmer driving to the basket. She's fouled. I think fouls have now overtaken.
He's giving a run for the money anyway.
Yeah, walking.
And I think the next thing we're going to get to say is 1-and-1 a lot.
Yeah. 4:25 left to go in the first half. Both teams in the bonus now. 18 fouls on Abilene, 7 on Lubbock High. Izzy Palmer makes the first, she'll have the bonus shot. That's 9 points for Izzy Palmer. She came in averaging 6.7 points a game. Got both of those, so she's in double figures. She also is one of the leaders in assists with about 2 a ball game. Long pass, Washington almost walked again.
Well, yeah, take away the almost, just didn't get called.
Yeah. That was the what made it almost. I don't know where Palmer was going right then. There was nowhere to go. She was going to go anyway.
She thought she saw a little daylight between 3 players, and I'll be doggone if she didn't almost get through it. Earns her way back to the free throw line.
Karen Palmer with the foul. Hernandez going out. Evelyn Rodriguez will come in for her, number 10. It's a 1-and-1 again as she makes the front end. So how do we put that on the score deal? She made the...
Yeah, I'm saying it's a no shot.
That's what I'm saying, no shot.
Hard to penalize her percentage because of what somebody else did. Probably a team turnover if we were really keeping stats.
There's a ball stolen away. Palmer got a hand on it, right to Shepler.
The top of this zone for Lubbock High has been very active and causing all kinds of trouble.
Baseline jumper, no good. Shepler fighting for the rebound. Going to be a jump ball. This one will go to Abilene. Timeout on the floor. We will take it to 3:24 to go in the first half. 23-7. Lubbock High with the lead on Abilene on Fox 34 News Now. Welcome back to Westerner Arena. 23-7. Lubbock High on top of Abilene. here in the girls' game. I don't know when you get to be an arena versus a gym. At what point? We got Mustang Gym, and then in Monterey we got the new box. It's like 30 years old now.
Yeah, boxes, gyms, and arenas.
I think Matadors is an arena. It's a great facility, though. Beautiful floor over here.
There's one of those fouls you were talking about that Faith Ford just really cannot afford to commit tonight, being shorthanded and the importance she has on the way out on the floor. No chance to come up with a steal, and just put two hands on Zakara Shaw and send her to the free throw line for bonus shot.
She was 0 for 2, but made that one nicely.
It is 2 fouls on Faith Ford now.
Yeah, so that's big.
Coach Palmer's got a little decision to make.
Missed the second. Ford with the rebound. Whoa. Palmer gets it ahead up the floor to Rodriguez. Goes baseline to Ford. Ford could have shot that one, Coach. Instead, she threw it across and they lost it. Camille Reynolds tried to save it. Pull-up jumper going to be short. Ford has to be careful. Underneath, scooping underneath, no good. Another shot, this one up and in. That was 22, I believe, Taryn.
I think that's who it was Taryn Moore.
Taryn
Coach
Moore
Palmer
got the
going
2.
30-second timeout here to settle his team down.
23-10. Lubbock with the lead, but Lubbock has not been able to score this quarter. All 5 points are from Izzy Palmer, and that includes just 1 field goal. Of course, Abilene only has 2 field goals this quarter. And in grand total, Abilene's only made up 2 points so far. Ford, number 12, is the one that got hurt last game. She had her feet tangled up and went to the floor. And Coach Palmer said the very first thing to hit was her mouth. And she lost a tooth, and they've had to look for it for a while, found it, put it back in. He says it's all bonded back, and they expect her to be okay. Expect it to reattach. Reynolds from the baseline, puts up a 3 and puts it in.
Big basket right there. Just get somebody else to score, but more importantly, it kind of broke down the pressure out front. Got it to Reynolds down there in the corner, and she was locked and loaded, ready to shoot that ball. Good looking shot.
Now jump ball. Now we got a technical foul.
We had a technical on Taryn Moore, apparently.
I guess she got a little aggressive after the whistle had blown. Coach Andrews asking about what the call was. It is going to be on Taryn Moore, and that will be her 3rd foul because it counts as a personal 2. So Lubbock will be shooting free throws. And maybe we can see it again. I don't know if we have exactly what happened. But the whistle was quick. First free throw by Palmer is no good.
I think the explanation was she came out of that tie ball situation and maybe led with the elbow, and that's what drew the technical. That's the best I could understand. Not a real good lip reader, though.
Well, Taryn Moore went out. Coach Andrews took her out of the ball game. Myra Thomas back in. Evelyn Rodriguez up to Camille Reynolds. Palmer into the lane. Double dribble, walking. Take your choice.
I believe the call would have been double dribble, actually,
Yeah.
but they called traveling, but I think the call was double dribble. Trying to pick it up, stepping through two defenders on a little jump stop, and dropped it right back between her feet again, and I believe that would have been a double dribble.
Kaylee Washington back in the ball game. Stolen by Palmer. She'll drive underneath, cut off, and steps on the baseline.
She was looking for somebody running the backside right there to dump the pass across the lane to, and if nobody ever showed up, she ran out of real estate.
Trouble out front. Finally, Washington comes out to give her some relief. High post, they try to go low off of Grace Jordan, but they keep the ball double teamed in the corner. Ball's loose, Jordan gets it back. She'll dribble in, put it up and in. Grace Jordan with 4 points now for Abilene.
Give Myra Thomas a lot of credit down there in that corner. She was being harassed and somehow got it out of there, fell right to Grace Jordan.
Under a minute, and Lubbock turns it over. Back in the ball game for the Lady Westerners, Selah Harris, the 5'7" sophomore, number 21. Here's Scheffler's going out. Back court, nope, stolen away by Reynolds. She's driving the right side. Good defense by Abilene. Up top, knocked away, stolen by Abilene. Oh my goodness. Inside they go. Washington going to put it up, rolls across, no good. Rebound fought for. Ford saves it to Palmer. Great hustle by Faith Ford. Ahead to Reynolds. She can't catch it. .5 left to go here in this first half. Reynolds decided she would just run into Samaya Cooper.
Man, she didn't want to take that extra foul into the dressing room with her.
She's got 2 fouls now, but you know, it sends them to the line. Sends Abilene to the line for 2 shots. No, that's just the knock. It'll still be 1-1. And no good. Rebound. Good job coming away with that, Selah Harris. 6 seconds. Plenty of time. Everybody's dribbling. Maybe another. Thought there might be another foul there, but there wasn't.
Wasn't one called.
Yeah. There you go. So that's going to do it. Into the first half. 27-12. The Lubbock Lady Westerners lead the Abilene Eagles. We'll be back with the halftime show. Highlights a little bit later on, too. So stay tuned. You're watching Lubbock ISD basketball on Fox 34 News Now. Okay, here we go. Second half of the ball game. Lubbock will have the basketball as we begin. David Thetford along with Coach Randy Dean. You're looking at Rihanna Kanono getting set to throw it in.
She was one that had to go to the bench with a couple of fouls in the first half, and good to see her back out there on the floor. It's an important start to this third quarter for the Lady Westerners.
Man-to-man defense, that was much more effective for Abilene in that second quarter. Now, blocking foul is going to be called on Kaylee Washington as Palmer was trying to get by. That will be the second on Kaylee Washington. And there's a warning against Izzy Palmer. I don't know for what. She will throw the ball in. Kanono to Reynolds. She will set and shoot a three. Going to be a little short and go out of bounds.
She's never really got her feet organized for that shot. She was inside the three-point line, kind of stepped backwards after she caught it, and like I said, it's never got her feet underneath her, and that ball came up short.
Kanono with a reach in, knocks it out of bounds. But if you'll watch Reynolds, number 2, she's always got a smile. I mean, it didn't bother her. She maybe walked trying to get her feet organized, I thought.
Kind of got that look on her face like I'm getting away with something all the time.
I know it. She knows something we don't know. Lubbock High with the basketball up the floor. Palmer wide open, 3-ball up. Short, Reynolds tips it, but taken away by Abilene. Samaya Cooper with it. Good passing up the floor that time. Now tipped away and stolen by Izzy Palmer. Now knocked out of bounds by Shaw. So the ball will be with the Lady Westerners. Sierra Hernandez, number 5. That's Kanono. Now to Palmer. Pulls up just outside the lane, puts it up, it rolls out of there. Rebound pulled down by Samara Paget.
Good-looking shot, just didn't get the roll.
There's Washington for 3, going to be short. Saved underneath by Palmer. Kanono, she'll drive in the lane, runners up, bounces around, goes in. Yana Kanono with her first 2 points of the ball game.
Good control by Kanono right there. Could have fired the three-pointer, but instead put it on the deck, got into the paint, soft little runner. But she does pick up her 3rd foul here on just a little nickel dime reach-in foul. And that's a big call. Coach Palmer's going to have to go to the bench and sit with Kanono for a few minutes.
High post they go, back up top. Good passing by Abilene right there. Shaw with a 3, no good. Rebound, Faith Ford. And really good control to not walk. Reynolds driving, great pass to Ford. She'll put it up and in. Ford's man went to help, and Reynolds found Faith Ford.
Well, just the simplest of things. Little ball reversal, kick down to the corner, opens up the baseline drive, and then finding Ford right there on the dump off.
Now steal, Reynolds ahead of the pack, but has to wait on it. It just backs up, puts in a 10-footer. She's got 11 points now in the game. And now Coach Andrus wanting a timeout to talk it over. We'll take it to 5:32 to go in the 3rd. 33-12. Lubbock High with the lead on Abilene on Fox 34 News Now. Lubbock High with a good start here, Coach, and Reynolds is contributing in this game big time.
She is, making plays both ends of the floor, and right there she's pitched in big time on the scoring end. Looks like I've got her 11 points. We're going to see right here as she receives the pass from Hernandez. Nice little soft jump shot and gets a roll.
Abilene handling the press better right now than they did early in the ball game. Samaya Cooper with it. Good pressure from Lubbock High. Nice look inside. Going to be a travel will be the call against Abilene. Shuffling her feet with Samara Paget. Evelyn Rodriguez, she's just dribbling all the way around the hole outside. The ball tipped around, going to be last touched by Abilene as Grace Jordan got a hand on it, but good job of by Evelyn Rodriguez, Coach. She just kept going until no one stopped her.
Yeah, you can kind of say the defense was not in great position right there. It went from one side of the floor all the way around to the other and able to shoot a layup. Somebody needs to be there to pick her up. She's been aggressive on the offensive end.
Three up, no good. Faith Ford with the rebound. Gives it to Reynolds. She's going to shoot a three. Ford is, and puts it in. Nothing but the bottom of the net for Faith Ford. Now she'll get a steal going back the other way. Waits on Izzy Palmer. Evelyn Rodriguez pulls up, puts it in just inside the three-point line.
Nobody showed on that ball screen that time. Defense went underneath it. Nobody came out in the face of Rodriguez, and a nice little jump shot right there just inside the three-point line.
Long pass down the floor, way too long and out of bounds. Samaya Cooper goes out of the ball game. Back in Myra Thomas, number 15 for the Eagles. 38-12. 11-0 here in this third quarter. 4 minutes left in the third. There's Ford. She'll kick to the corner. Reynolds leaves it back for Ford. Underneath. Steps in front. Can't get it. Fight for the rebound. Going to be out of bounds off of Abilene.
This little two-man game over there in the corner between Ford and Reynolds. Good job reading the ball screen, dumping it back to Ford. She just didn't get the ball to trickle over the front of the rim.
Izzy Palmer to the basket. She'll put it up and in. Well, that was a tough shot right there by Palmer. She has 14 points. There's Washington for three, no good. Rebound underneath, put back up, no good. Rebound again, this time up and in by Taryn Moore. She's got 6. Long pass stolen away by Samara Paget. The way this Lubbock has defended today, it's made Abilene play at a speed they don't normally like to play at. They walk there.
Well, pressing is not necessarily what we've seen Lubbock High do a lot of, but credit the game plan coming in here to really force the tempo, create more of an open floor game, and it's been big time to the advantage of the Lady Westerners.
Sayla Harris, 21, back in the game, along with Pierce Shepler, number 22. Shepler will get it. Underneath, wide open, blocked and fouled. I don't know whether you saw Reynolds underneath. She was smiling the whole time. No one knew she was back there. And she was hiding.
It was a good look by Izzy Palmer, seeing that diagonal pass to the bucket. And like you said, behind the defense, and no defensive player on the backside had any idea where Reynolds was.
Made the second one. Washington for three from the right corner, no good. Rebound tipped around, taken away by Izzy Palmer. No numbers, and Palmer will back it out. Coach Brent Palmer in his 7th year as the head coach at Lubbock High. There goes Rodriguez again. She's going to pull up and shoot it. No good. Rebound to Abilene. Another long pass over the top. Palmer gets it to Lubbock High. Now blocking foul on Taryn Moore, and that's going to be 4 on Taryn Moore. Moore will come out of the ball game, and in for her will be Mackenzie Reyna, number 4, 5'5" junior. Gave up a lot of size with that, though. Ahead to Reynolds. She's going to pull up and shoot it up short. Rebound, Shepler. Good rebound. Tied up in there.
Really good job there by Shepler, going after that ball, seeing the shot and anticipating it coming off as a miss. gets in there and forces a tie ball situation, it's going to go Abilene High's way.
Akaria Shaw dribbling the ball up. Gets it across. Reyna in trouble. Drops it down. Nice pass. Blocked by Reynolds. And blocked again. But this time a foul will be called against Pierce Shepler, her first. 41-14. We got Kyria Shaw at the line, puts it up and in. She's got 2 points in the game now. Three of 6 at the line for her 3 points. Sayla Harris back in the ball game. She'll pass it to Palmer. Trying to get the double team, almost took it away. One minute to go here in the third. Sayla Harris reach in, and a foul going to be called on Shaw. That's 3 on Zacharia Shaw now. She'll go out of the ball game, and Samaya Cooper will come back in. Was there a little person running across here?
There's 2 of them, yep.
I thought there were.
Would have been an illegal screen if they'd have made contact.
Reynolds. There's Palmer for 3, and she buries it. That's her second 3 of the ball game. She has 17 points. There's Reyna to the basket, rolls across. Palmer in there to rebound. Look at her go get the basketball. Amazing. She ended up losing it on the baseline, so it'll stay with Abilene. Instead of that old elevator screen, coach, that you love so much. No good up top. They close the doors. 2 seconds left. Here's the shot. No good. That'll take us to the end of the third, 44-16. Lubbock High with the lead on Abilene High as we go to the fourth on Fox 34 News Now. One quarter left to go here. Lubbock High with a good night. They lead 44-16 in a game that they could not afford to lose. They're battling for one of those 4 playoff spots, and Abilene High at the bottom of the district, Coach. You can't lose this one.
No, we got to get this one and really the next one. Another game at home. Lubbock High schedule-wise, 3 out of their last 4 at home, and 2 of them against the Abilene schools that they just about have to win.
Samaya Cooper ended up getting the steal as Kanono turned it over. She'll get the 2. There's Reynolds driving in, can't get it. Ford gets a rebound. She's going to pop from about 18, no good. There's a rebound by Hernandez. Gets it back out to Faith Ford. Good hustle by the Lady Westerners. Ford to the basket, off the glass and in. Falling away just on the left side of the lane.
Well, good to see that hustle pay off right there with a bucket at the end of that possession. Excellent job by the Lady Westerners pursuing those balls and coming up with the extra possessions.
it over through the legs and out of bounds. Reynolds leaves it back for 4. She could have been stepping in, but she stayed out. Shoots a fall away from about 12, no good. Washington, long 3. It's up and it's good.
Off a ball reversal right there. It was a nice job by Myra Thomas bringing it deep down here on the wing and then swinging it around, finding Washington on the backside.
Now Washington with the steal. She can't get the shot to go, but she'll go to the line. Foul's going to be on Sierra Hernandez, her first. Oh, they called it on 2. I thought they called it on 5.
I saw 5 is what I saw.
Oh, it is over there. It is over on the other side. Sayla Harris coming back in along with Izzy Palmer. Kanono goes out. Well, someone else went out too, not just Kanono. Did she make both?
She did.
That was a quick 5 points for Kaylee Washington. Up on the baseline, trying to throw it across. Washington stole it and then threw it right back to Palmer.
So this Abilene High has done a great job on that baseline drive, taking away the backside corner.
Rebound, ball on the floor. There's Sayla Harris. Goes and picks it up. Had a timeout. We'll take it 2. We will take it 2. 46-23, 5:32 to go in the ball game. Lubbock on top here on Fox 34 News Now. Palmer to inbound the basketball. Gets it into Harris. Almost stolen, and now a foul's going to be called. She was trying hard. Samara Paget. She was really giving the Lady Westerns fits over there, but ended up slapping them on the arm. Into Ford. She'll roll in the middle of the lane. Kick out to Harris. All the way over to Palmer. Like the way that Abilene coaches continue to play hard, and the coaches coaching hard over here.
They are. They're doing a good job of just keeping their team playing. And it hadn't been their night by any means, but they're still out there and after it. Good job by Lubbock High right here, really controlling the tempo and playing right here 4 out. Faith Ford being a pressure release at the high post anytime they need it. Seeing a lot of ball reversals right here, down screens, pitch across. A lot of time coming off the clock, which is in Lubbock High's favor.
Palmer with a 3, no good. Rebound, Abilene comes away with it. Mackenzie Reyna shoots it up, no good. Rebound to Hernandez for Lubbock High.
Let's go. Hey, you got one, D. Be tough. Let's go here. Work. Get up. Hey, aggressive. Good. Let's go. Stay up.
Faith Ford going to shoot another 3 and knock it down again. That's her second 3 in the ball game.
This is tough right there. You don't expect to have to step out there and guard her. She, like I said, she's pressure release, playing in the high post right there, and steps out, receives the pass. The defense doesn't come out there to her, and she's shown more than capable of being able to make the 3-pointer.
16 points now for Faith Ford. Shot up no good by Washington. Back the other way with the Lady Westerners.
Get up, Kaylee. Match up here. Work. Keep working, let's go.
Faith Ford just holding the ball now and making Abilene come out and cover. Into the corner. There's Harris for three. In and out and no good. Well, she had a good look at it and a good-looking shot, but did not go. Now foul in the backcourt.
Sierra Hernandez on the reach in down there.
Ford's going out. Pierce Scheffler coming back in. Already under 3 minutes left to go in this quarter. And a blocking foul on Palmer. That's her second foul. Three up and in. Nice shot right there, number 15, Myra Thomas. It's her first points of the game.
Baseline out of bounds play, swinging it all the way around and hitting the inbounder in the backside corner. Wide open three over there, and Moore knocks it down.
And here she is again. Thomas drops it down inside to Reyna. She's fouled by Harris. Send Reyna to the line for a chance to get her first points of the game. Got the second one. Palmer dribbling, and she'll charge.
Good help side defense. You're going to see it right here and stepping over and drawing that charge big time right there. That's Samaya Cooper, I believe, number 3 that stepped over there. Great job stepping in, help side defense, drawing the charge on Palmer. And, of course, the score, not that big a deal, but right there, probably not the ideal play for Palmer to keep pushing that, pitch it out, let somebody else have a chance to run the offense.
Good hustle by Evelyn Rodriguez, couldn't come up with it. Well, Lubbock still pressuring hard. Knocked it out of bounds by Brianna Canono. Stay with Abilene. Canono again, knocks it out of bounds again. Good defense by Scheffler, really good defense. And a jump ball is going to be called.
Great job just moving her feet, staying straight up and down, not reaching in, and force that into a tie ball situation.
Inside, how in the world did Mackenzie Reyna get that to go? Canono just goes by everybody. Gives it to Harris. She's fouled on the drive. Going to be on Reyna. 1:12 to go, 49-29, Lubbock High. Canono in the corner, into Scheffler. Washington reached in, knocked it away from Harris, but it goes right to Sierra Hernandez. There's Washington again. She just knifed through there and got it. Hernandez chased her down and knocked it out of bounds.
Good hustle plays on both ends right there. A couple of smaller players really getting after each other. Washington with the pick on one end, and then great hustle getting back there by Hernandez to prevent the layup.
And now Abilene throws it away. 25 seconds left to go in the ball game. Harris. Canono with it. Rodriguez over to Harris. Good job of going to get the good pass to Shepler. Rodriguez. She had no other options.
No, they needed to move that line a little bit further down.
She just, that's all I can do. What a night for Lubbock High. For the first time in program history, the Lubbock High Lady Westerners have won 20 ball games in the season as they win it 49-29 here tonight over Abilene. Coach, really a good night for the Lubbock High Lady Westerners.
It really was, and congratulations, Coach Palmer and his team for that 20th win, and more importantly, they got a big district win right there to keep ahead of the pack for that 4th playoff spot.
Big win. Lubbock High's got a good schedule heading in as they've got Abilene, then Wiley on Tuesday night. They go to Abilene Cooper and then finish up the season here at home against Monterey. So 3 out of these last 4 here at home. I don't know if we're going to get an interview or what we're going to do, but everything's kind of wrapping up here. And we're going to just wrap it up, Coach. But a good night for Lubbock High. They go to 20-12 now, 4-5 in District 4-5A play. And, of course, Abilene at the bottom of the pack right now, 1-9 in District.
Yeah, I thought some girls really stepped up and played big. Izzy Palmer going to lead the way in scoring. Camille Reynolds had an excellent game. Faith Ford, big offensive night as well. But, boy, a lot of contribution from some girls coming in off the bench that just kept the energy up, the pressure on Abilene High. And really, that was the difference. They made it hard on Abilene High all night long to function on the offensive end.
Kept the pressure on them, and it turned into a lot of points for Lubbock High. They win it here tonight, 49-29 over Abilene. Boys game coming up here in just a little bit, so stay tuned. You're watching Lubbock High SD basketball on Fox 34 News Now.
This has been a production of the students and staff at Lubbock ISD TV.